Before the sun comes up, a floorboard creaks under the weight of another day. The hum of the refrigerator is the only sound. This cold, quiet start is not a news story. It's the echo of a story that began a generation ago, on a different shore, with hands that knew a much deeper cold, a much harder silence. They faced the dawn not with quiet discipline, but with fierce necessity. They carried a silent promise across an ocean, a promise whispered in a shared language of hope. It wasn't for mansions or for fame. It was for something simpler and far more profound, solid ground. A life where their children wouldn't know the ache of hunger, where the roof over their heads didn't leak, where a future could be built, not just imagined. They paid for that dream with their youth, trading their days for a down payment on a life they would never fully own, but one they could pass on. And we, their children, inherited the deal. We learned the lessons of hard work, of gratitude, of keeping your head down, not from lectures, but by watching the exhaustion etched onto their faces. So we followed the path they paved. Alarm, commute, clock in, clock out. We accepted their sacrifice as our blueprint. Payday arrives. For one brief, shining moment, there's relief. A full account, the feeling of success. Then, the quiet, digital drain. Rent for a place you'll never own. The student loan for the education that was the key to this cage. The transfer home, a thank you and a tribute to the hands that built this chance. The paycheck vanishes, not wasted, but consumed by the very machine it's meant to overcome. This is the salary trap, a gilded cage of almost. You have almost enough to be comfortable, almost enough to save, almost enough to dream. You're left with a few $100s, not freedom, but a leash. It's don't you dare get sick money. It's don't you dare fail them money. It's just enough to keep you running in the same place. A hamster on a wheel they sacrificed everything for you to break. The real cost isn't the money. It's the slow, quiet erosion of self. It's the dreams that don't die in a blaze of glory, but starve in the dark. It's the guitar that becomes furniture. The business plan that's just a note on your phone. It's the 8, 10, 12 hours a day you spend forging someone else's empire, leaving you with only fumes to build your own. You come home with tired hands and a hollow heart, and the best you can manage is the blue light of a screen. Then, a moment breaks through the haze. A phone call home. In the pride of your father's voice, you hear the echo of his own deferred dreams. Are you happy? He asks. The simple question cracks the foundation of the life you've built. And you finally understand. The sacrifice was not a map to be followed. It was a foundation. They gave you a foothold so you could climb, not so you could stand still. Their story doesn't end with your survival. It begins with your decision to truly live. It starts not with a dramatic resignation, but with a quiet reclamation. It's reclaiming 1 hour from the void. It's the first clumsy chord on a dusty guitar. It's the first sentence written in a new notebook. It is the understanding that their legacy is not the cage, but the key. The story they started is not over. It is now yours to write. The trap is heavier than you think. You carry expectations, responsibility, guilt. You are the vessel for the hopes of people who sacrificed for you. And because of that, failure isn't just yours. It belongs to everyone counting on you. It echoes back through a generation. So risk feels selfish, and staying stuck feels responsible. It's the quiet, noble sacrifice. You become the dependable one, the steady income, the one who didn't rock the boat. You trade your own horizon for their peace of mind. A salary was never designed to make you free. It was designed to make you dependable. It's a transaction, a fair one perhaps, that secures your time and focus to build someone else's dream. And there's nothing wrong with that, unless it's all you have. Unless your dependability on them becomes a permanent dependency. Freedom doesn't begin with a dramatic resignation letter. It begins with a quiet decision, usually made late at night when the house is still, to reroute a tiny fraction of that dependable income from temporary comforts to permanent assets. You start to build a skill, a small business.an investment, and it is quiet.it happens after work. It's done on tired eyes and a tired mind. There is no applause. There are no shortcuts. It's you, alone in a room, illuminated by a screen, fighting a war nobody else can see. It's the frustration of 100 failures, the loneliness of skipping a night out with friends, the slow, grinding progress that feels invisible for months, even years. This is the unseen work. This is the price. Most people live their entire lives on a simple equation: trade time for money. An hour of your life for a fixed price. Wealth isn't built this way. Wealth is built when your effort continues to work even when you stop. When a system you created, a skill you learned, an asset you own, generates value while you sleep. That's leveraged, that's the escape route. Maybe it doesn't have a V8 engine. Maybe it looks like less stress, more time, more choice. Maybe success is the ability to take a walk in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon. Maybe it's being fully present when your child tells you about their day. Maybe it just looks like peace. Your job saved you once. It gave you stability when you needed it. Respect it for that. But it was never meant to be your final destination. It was a bridge. Use it. Learn from it. Take the resources it provides. Then outgrow it. If this felt familiar, you're not alone. Like the video, comment "still building" if you're quietly working your way out. Subscribe not for hype, but for truth.